Welcome to episode 4 of the Woefully Underprepared podcast. This week we have, as usual, I'm here, Lachlan is here, and we have our returning guest, Harry. And basically,
Harry.
most of the podcast, we're going to talk Borderlands. I have a couple of other stories that we may or may not get to. We'll probably do the loot box one, Lachlan, because that's the most interesting, I reckon.
Loot box
But
stories?
There was a commission into loot boxing and how it's bullshit, basically.
Ooh.
Story short. We'll get to it. We might not get
I mean,
to
we
it.
already know it's bullshit. That's the difference.
Yeah.
I mean, it sort of it allows you to unravel a larger picture. Is kind of the point.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
And it sort of brings renewed relevance to an older story that we haven't talked about. All right, so Borderlands. To start off, before we get into each of our opinions.
Not really any
Currently-
spoilers, I don't think.
Yeah, we're trying to avoid spoilers, so we're just sort of dicking about on, I'm not even going to give you the name of this planet, but it's a planet, and things happen on it. So currently it has no Metascore on Metacritic, but its user score is 5.1. It got an 8 from GameSpot and a 9 from IGN. Did that,
Shit is going on with
did
this
that
gun.
gun just say yeet when I threw it?
Did it
Sure
actually?
it did.
Oh, please tell me it did.
Pretty sure it did. Pretty sure that happened.
I believe.
Where are we going? Are we
Oh,
gonna
it's a psycho.
go
Hey,
kill...
psycho.
Just gonna hang out here? Alright, sweet.
Yeah, we're just killing shit.
Alright, so yeah, it has a very divisive Metacritic score because a lot of people have deep technical issues with it, which I understand. I think the UI is very laggy and there's quite a bit of frame drop, especially when things get more chaotic on console. We're all playing on console as well, just by the way, so that's where our
Yeah, I don't think
opinions are the
console
most
has
relevant.
as much problems as PC though. I think PC seems to be having like most of the complaints I see
Well,
on
funnily
Metacritic are
enough,
about
we
the PC. though.
oversold PC where I work by a couple thousand copies, like Australia-wide. We we didn't get enough in. We were selling it for $68, which is pretty beast. We oversold it. We undersold like that. So many people came in asking for PC damage. We were like, sorry man, it's not that.
Yeah, I was doing JB Hi-Fi the other day, and someone was like, "Yo, can I pre-order this?" And they were like, probably not." No, they wanted to just like see whether or not they could come in and buy one on the day, and they were like, "Nah, probably not."
Yeah, look, our console copies, we had a heap of console copies left, like in the hundreds in our particular store, but like actual PC games, not a chance.
Yeah, and I don't know if like
We're out of fuck.
if you're watching this, like the gameplay is not that bad. Go onto the menus, it's a bit slow, like going into inventory, skill tree.
Yeah, the menu's
Yeah.
a little bit
It's
laggy,
real
it's
slow.
not particularly well optimized. So I understand that. There are a whole bunch of people that are like, it's basically Borderlands 2.5, which is like, have you... What? Like, have you played the game?
Yeah. I mean, there's still more guns.
Like,
but
it's
the
still
gun's still way better.
Borderlands,
Alright. It's still,
but it's
still Borderlands.
certainly
the
not
gun's still
Borderlands
way better than
2.5. Like, if this is Borderlands 2.5, then what in the Christ is the pre-sequel?
Yeah.
This pre-sequel... Yeah.
First sequel was Borderlands 2.5, but I enjoyed it.
Sequel.
It was Australian, and I like it.
Alright,
Good times.
so yeah, and as far as the more legitimate outlets, it sort of gets 8, as I said, that's just user scores. It doesn't have a Metacritic score yet because it doesn't have enough reviews of it posted, because I think it's still just under embargo.
Yeah, and people are still a bit mad about the whole Epic Games thing. I imagine.
Which is like, I get,
I do
you gotta
see-
do what you gotta do. Like, they still have to make money, right?
Yeah, but apparently a lot of people are having crashing issues on PC. So hopefully that gets addressed soon, and then we can
dear.
actually have like a
Oh,
proper
no.
discussion about how the game's actually functioning. But yeah.
Yeah, as I say, like, we're still, this came out 2 days ago, it's still kind of in need of maybe a day 1 patch. You saw me go into the menu there, and it's like,
looking better than ever somehow.
is not great. It's not,
Yeah, it's pretty laggy.
it's very laggy. And there's some UI difficulties, and like when I first loaded the game, as well, like all the dialogue and stuff was messed up, so it dropped out in the middle of like the cutscene.
That
I
was
think
more
me and you, Lachlan, we had a quest we couldn't continue because
Yeah,
certain NPCs we will not name didn't want to move. But like that was fine.
Yeah, yeah.
Just reloaded the game and kept going.
That's just the Borderlands thing. I can understand. It's just
Oh,
Gearbox
it's female
games
psycho,
go
isn't it?
forever.
Yeah, dude. All that reference.
Yeah, some people also have the criticism of that it just feels like an SJW game, which is like, that's every Borderlands. Like, dude.
Like, there's not a single
they're all
straight
war.
character in any of the Borderlands games.
Yeah. Yeah, like, what's the problem? But that's one of the
I mean, Marcus is pretty straight as well.
Marcus is bang, dude.
Yeah, he is.
Surprised me. I mean, Moxie.
He was with Moxie.
Oh,
but
dude,
yeah,
Moxie.
Moxie.
Oh,
There's a whole quest about Moxie's ex-lover. Pretty weird. Alright, yeah,
There's-
so,
there's
Wait,
like
in this
5
game or two?
No, in just every game. Every single game.
Moxie's
quest
she's
about
a
Moxie.
right?
A bit.
Like,
That comes
literally
like all the good
everyone
touch and the bad touch. And vibrate when you shoot them. What the fuck do you mean a bit?
Alright, so I reckon start with sort of narrative, just go around like a round table. Lachlan, narrative. How are we feeling about the narrative?
So far, I know a lot of people don't like the new Tyrene and Troy, but I think they play into what they're supposed to be really well. And I haven't gotten too far into the story, but so far so good. And the story's actually good. You've got the sirens, you've got shit happening. We're not gonna go into detail, but there's a lot of questions that are being answered and a lot of new questions given. So, yeah, that's basically
How are you basically like
And
the
aside
start of the story? I think it's still on Pandora. But any thoughts?
I
And
mean,
this
I'm
is also
having a lot of fun. Like, I watch and look at games in...
before we keep quiet, Harry. For a second. So this is just like our
Yeah, that's
first,
right.
first opinion. Like none of us have finished the story yet. None of us have actual characters. None of us have done like a whole bunch of the stuff that the game has to offer. So hopefully by next week we will have done all that stuff. And if our opinions change in any meaningful way, we'll update after.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so go ahead.
Now, I don't know about you guys, but I feel the core of this game feels a lot more scrappy than I felt in the Borderlands game, which I really like. I like games that you sort of like jump in and you don't always feel like you're gonna steamroll everything. Like even in pretty meaningless battles,
it's still hard.
it's like you feel like you're just pushing shit uphill as soon as you get more than one guy, which I like it. I like that.
yeah. They've actually managed to make it difficult. That's why there's the normal and easy difficulties. But yeah, in terms of narrative,
I'm really liking the. I mean, I haven't played much, but it's sort of a game that
he's
if
level
I picked
6.
it up, I would like. I just like it a lot, man. I just like it. But I'm a big fan of Borderlands, so I'm a bit biased. But
Yeah, we're
I mean, if you had to
like,
spend on this,
massive fans of Borderlands. We'll have like hundreds of hours in 2 and the pre-sequel.
And to be honest, I'd rather play this than I'd play that. If I'm perfectly honest, I'd play Borderlands every single time.
I don't know
like,
what
I know
that's
that's
true for me, but I do very much like the Borderlands. Alright, so narrative.
Borderlands is shit.
I think so. I'm
Yeah,
the
I'm
furthest
big
to the
fan.
story by about 1 mission. I think this narrative is the most sort of adult narrative.
Interesting.
It's not in the sense that it's like full of like blood, guts, and violence, and like molesting children and things like that. In the sense that it's sort of
wait,
it's
that's
sort
adulty?
of- yeah, that's what people consider an adult narrative.
Molesting children?
This is Captain Tron's personal
But more in the
log,
sense that,
and
like,
if any of you statue polishers
It's
are
sort of
listening
it
to
has
this,
deeper
you think it was
thematic
coming to
real
you.
world value with like
Why
the
I always resort to
Tyrene
Thomas?
and like streamer
'Cause
culture and like a lot of the ways that like the
Everyone
corporate
used to call
figureheads
me Little
interact
Sammy
with
Taunt.
Tyrene and then with like
I'd scream,
Tyrene's followers
My name is Samuel
is
Trant,
definitely
with an
intended to be a
R,
real world
but they never
allegory
call
to the
me
way
by
that
my real name.
YouTubers and streamers
Well, I
interact
got
with
real
their
good at
following
taunting, real
and so
quick.
on and so
It's been
and
my most
then
loyal weapon
the way
ever
that
since.
corporates interact with YouTubers and streamers and stuff. So I think there's a very good sort of
And each other.
real world kind of allegory or satire there that I don't think Borderlands has ever really done before. You know,
Yeah, like we've
even,
never
even
really
with
had
like the pre-sequel, which had a
story.
pretty good story, it was
Pre-sequel-
still kind of like,
Yeah.
there are bad guys. Make the bad guys dead, get all the guns. Yeah.
Yeah. Pre-sequel worked because everybody liked Jack, and I think like Jack is something you're never going to get again. So don't ask
Yeah, and I
for
don't
it.
think
Like,
Irene and Troy are trying to be Jack either. I think they're trying to
no,
be
they're trying to be their
allegory
own character.
of Logan Paul, Jake Paul, those assholes.
Yeah.
And I think they're really good at it. Like I said in like our first playset, you know, I cannot wait to like rip open Irene and like end her. Because she is such like an insufferable piece of shit.
Yeah.
Which is the same
Which is
way
exactly
I feel
what-
about like, I mean, maybe not in quite so many words, because violence is bad.
Yeah, well, we get to
or
kill her
violence is
in
bad.
video games. Yeah.
But like,
we get
I
to kill
feel
her.
very much the same way about like the Logan Paul, that they're bad and they just go away and they don't give a shit. And I also think there's sort of deeper value within the characters. Like, again, not to spoil anything, but there are certain characters that make certain choices that sort of run slightly deeper than just kill bad guys, get loot.
Yeah. But there is a character that's kind of like, well, so far, she's kind of like that. I don't know if you know who I'm talking about.
I know.
Don't worry about it.
Are we talking
But
about
yeah, there's
the kid?
yeah,
Well, that's like kind of the part of the point. Like, he's supposed to
yeah,
be
that's
that
kind
way.
of the point.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And I think, so sort of leaning more into gameplay, I think side quests in this game are really, really long. Like, in comparison to pretty much every other Borderlands game.
Which is a good thing.
But I think it's
I like
again
side
because
quests.
they are telling more of a narrative. Side quests are a lot less, go here, shoot 10 people. Alright, good job, you did it. It's more like,
been
here is a
taking my
character.
time with the
Now
side
let's
quests.
tell a story about this character.
Yeah, I've been taking my time with the side quest, but I imagine that if you were doing this for the umpteenth time, like you would be in a normal Borderlands game, you could just
It'd get very
be
boring.
pretty quiet. Like you could get through it really quickly. Still, like I don't think they're long. I think it's just a lot of story there to tell.
Yeah, that's sort of what I said. That they're a lot less, go here, kill these 10 things, alright, good job, you did it, gold star.
Yeah, there's some story.
They're a lot more sort of like, here is a character, let's tell a story about this character. So I guess to characters, how are we feeling about that? About the individual like the people.
Dude, what is this gun? It's like, what is this?
Yeah, so me and Harry have played Flag, and I think
Yeah, Flag's dope. I love Flag.
Flag's pretty great. Good job,
Flag's
guys.
awesome, dude.
Oh, legendary.
But I actually want to say something because I didn't see this first boss fight, this first real boss fight. You guys would know it. Lots of music, right? And this was a lot of
Nice.
fun. I very much enjoyed this boss fight. And the gun that drops from it, that's a cool gun. I like this gun.
What boss fight are you talking about?
Oh, you know, Wob Wob.
Can you get to there?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Didn't you
he's
leave?
not very far.
Did you see that?
Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, that gun is actually
The gun's...
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a cool,
that's
cool
it.
one.
This is dope. Shit, that was-
Yeah, so,
that's sick.
so
But yeah,
Lost
the
in
soundtrack.
Play, you took the most time into Amara.
Yes.
How are we feeling about Amara?
Amara's cool. I played with Phase Lock and the other one, what's it called, Baseland. But I'm a pretty big fan of the what's this called? Phase Blast. Yeah, it's pretty fun. I think that's really cool. I think like all of the trees are really cool. Flak does have a similar ability to Amara though. A little bit annoying. Which can make attacks kind of its, and I don't think they do as much damage though. And they don't come back with that have two of them.
Yeah.
Which is,
Yeah, I haven't got that yet. I'm about to.
I don't know if that's some weird. I have to look into it. Yeah, there's some cool, interesting things. Mara can do. Yeah, she's more fun siren than Lilith and both of those.
Yeah, Harry, any sort of opening remarks on and well, you can chime in here as well. Opening remarks on the Beastmaster, Flak.
He's a lot of fucking fun. It's cool to have like a little pet that you can run over and do your thing for you. Yeah, no, it's really cool. He's a bit of a beast. It's, I don't know, it just adds a little bit of a layer to the game where you can run around soloing with a little pet. It's pretty fun. I like him a lot. Yeah. There's not much else to say though. He's a pretty well-rounded character. He doesn't suit any one sort of weapon overly well, but anything that does crit damage is pretty good for his ability. Especially the one that I'm using. No, it's pretty big.
Okay, I'm back. My
Alright,
mic's
welcome,
back. But
Any
yes,
opening thoughts on Flak?
yeah, so I've actually gone further with Flak than Harry. Yeah, which is a bit sad, but yeah. So I'm using the other tree. So you're using the invis tree.
Yeah, I'm using the invis in the free shot too.
Yeah, I'm using the kill skill tree, the one with magic pocket rack, and it's so far so good. And I imagine that it's going to get even more OP the more you play it. Because kill skills, like if you play initial free people, kill skills were like they were the yeah, they got insane. So I imagine as it gets more game kind of play, things will get crazier.
And as I say, we are still all very much in the early game, so we haven't really investigated sort of builds and stuff like that. We're still very much just kind of like sticking around with what works and what doesn't work.
Yeah, we might have a late game podcast.
Yeah, once we get to like level 50
once we
and we
get
have a
there.
bunch of characters, we might come back and be like, this is how they play in the late game. Because I know Ultimate Vault Hunter in Borderlands 2 kind of broke all the characters, and basically there was no point in playing any character other than Salvador.
Or Krieg, but
Or
Krieg
maybe,
needed
like
to be
Gauge, depending on things.
Nah, man.
Yeah, which is
little, what's his face? The fucking turret dude.
Axon.
He was
No, he
bad.
was bad. He was bad.
I think he was the worst.
Yeah, he was absolutely useless that game. His ability was
Like
decent.
Zero was
Like starting game was awesome.
Zero was basically only useful so that he could res Salvador. Let's be real here.
Yeah.
Especially once
And
they got rid
so
of
was
him.
Maya. Yeah, but it's still
Something
the
fucking
right
things to blue.
Yeah, so Zane-wise, so I started off with Zane's middle tree, the sentinel tree, with the drone.
Oh yeah.
And the drone is not great. I'm gonna call that out right now. That tree it's lots of kill skills I'm not typically a fan of, and I think it is a well concepted tree, like it has a lot of synergy within the tree.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's great, so I swapped to the dome tree. I forget what it's called, where he like throws out a shield, and I think that is way better. I think there are sort of two very distinct ways to play it. Like you can be really, really aggressive, or you can be a lot slower and a lot more passive.
But you haven't been playing with double.
No, I haven't played with double action.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to worry about another tree. Play this tree, get to the end of it, and see what happens.
Yeah, but you can run two action skills, and all of the things that are happening in one tree will happen to the other tree. So any action skill cooldowns that you have in the dome tree will affect your defense.
Yeah, I'm aware. I just,
And
I
vice
want to
versa.
put all my points into one tree and fully
It's 0
engage with
points.
one tree, and then I'll get to the other. There are many Barbies back here.
I think the way that Zane has been balanced is because of having two action skills. So
Yeah.
I
I definitely do
use
that.
yeah, I would definitely use it that way. But his dome tree is definitely probably the best one to use if you were just using.
It's very good for like solo play and stuff, because it has like loads and loads and loads of recovery to it and stuff like that.
Yeah,
And yeah,
but
it's loads of fun.
gunplay.
It's not.
Let's do
It's
it.
not very aggressive. Start with Harry because he's had the least time gunplay wise.
Yeah. Yeah.
How do you feel about the guns?
I love the guns, dude. I'm actually a huge fan of guns. I love things that are a bit less laser beamy. Like, I mean, playing competitive games, laser beams are good, but for like games like this that you can kind of run around, pretty much do whatever the fuck you want. I like some crazy stuff. I mean, let's get up so far. I just grabbed an auto rifle that like jumps around and stuff. It's pretty dope. I got some sound bullets. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, the new changes to
yeah, the wobble machine, man. This thing is dope. It does bad damage. Man.
I used that thing for way longer than I should have because it was we're going to Sanctuary. All right then.
Yeah, we're spawning back in.
Okay, keep going, Harry.
No, man, I'm a huge fan, man. I'm a huge fan of how my specific ability, like flexibility, where I can go invisible and first 3 shots do crits. I'm a big fan of how that plays in with how you choose your weapons. Like for me, auto rifles and subs are useless now, absolutely useless. Just because if I go invisible, those first 3 shots are like immediately done. So
the Jacob's auto rifles are okay. Just by
I've got
quick aside.
Actually, was I using one before? I think I was, and you're right, it is OP.
Yeah.
Hyperion
with
shotguns
those
are
skills,
where it's at,
really...
though. Hyperion shotguns is fatty.
I can only imagine the Jacob shotguns would be OP with a crit skill because Jacobs are pretty real.
Oh, how much did you get?
Just,
You got dropped to the title.
I got dropped all the way to like dashboard. I got big.
Yeah, that's how I got my flak up to level 11 so quickly.
I'm like, oh man, this is legendary stuff. What is this?
Yeah. And I don't think Sam got any of that because he didn't pre-order like a pleb.
No, I do not believe that I did. I've been into that mail screen many times, as I will go into. So, final note on guns, Lachlan. Guns.
We haven't started the guns. I thought we were gonna cut this out till you go back in the game.
No, we're good. I'm back. It's me. I'm here.
Okay, so what I think about the guns, I think all of the new changes to the guns make all the guns feel way better. Like the ricochets for Jacob's guns, the gunplay now is way better, like than it has ever been. Hyperion SMGs actually feel cool.
Oh yes.
They didn't feel cool back in the old days. They do get more accurate by the looks of things. Yeah, they do. But it's just like the kick on Hyperion SMGs and like Hyperion guns in general was insane in Borderlands 2. And now we have the shields and everything just kind of all the guns feel good.
Yeah, I would definitely second the point that I think whatever the team at Gearbox did gunplay wise, I think for the first time in Borderlands series, Borderlands feels like a shooter. Like,
Hell yeah,
it feels
does.
like
It's a
Call
lot
of Duty
fun.
or Destiny where you are there. There's a real, true like action game to it, and a lot less like I've never played Diablo, but I assume that Diablo is very much sort of click in this general direction and then the things happen and the bad guys die. And that's a lot of what Borderlands 2 and Borderlands the pre-sequel were. They were just sort of like aim and hold the trigger and everything will die. But this feels a lot
Though
more...
I do have one issue, and that's Atlas guns. Real early game, they're not fun to use at all. I imagine with mode switching abilities they might be better, or with faster mode switches. But just the tracking clips, they don't feel fun to use, which is unfortunate because I was hoping for the homing missiles to be OP. But yeah, I'd rather use.
See, I found an Atlas like arm-mounted pistol thingy that was like.
Yeah, so you might have had faster like mode switch speeds on it or something because they were not. I was using any order that was not good.
Yeah, so,
Really turn the
that's okay to
page.
your point, like,
That was a thing. Books.
like, the gunplay feels tighter and more gunplay than it ever has.
Yeah.
I'm not told, I don't know what they did. but all the guns feel like they carry weight, and they feel like you're playing like a Call of Duty.
But like better.
But yeah, like
Like
crazy version.
Yeah. And I think like gun diversity is insane. I did in like our first hour of playing, I did make the comment that somehow in a game with 1 billion guns, I've managed to pick up the same gun twice.
Dude, I did
Yeah.
that too. It was fun.
But if you
Yeah, Lachlan?
He died. He just dropped out again, guarantee.
God damn it, dude.
you can't level with us.
Lachlan?
I mean, I can. It just scales.
Oh,
to me.
Lachlan's
I'll
back.
still level
So,
up, won't
Lachlan,
I?
you were saying?
Yeah. Okay, so you can now go into your menu, look at your guns, and you can inspect them. And you can inspect the parts that are on them, like their body.
Wait, really?
Accessories. Yes. So you can actually see what parts of the gun are doing what things, which
Oh,
helps
dude.
a lot.
Oh,
for
skins! I forgot about
farming.
weapon skins.
And yes, there's weapons.
Yeah, and there are like
now,
weapon charms as well.
Butt dazzle!
which is
Where
absolutely
does it, where does it show me
monetization.
this? Where does it show me this, Lachlan?
Okay, you press back. Just go to your first weapon.
Yeah.
Inspect. And then RB all the way to the end.
Inspect.
I see.
Oh.
Yeah, so there's also
Oh.
manufacturer challenges and all sorts of things.
So does this
Like,
mean that they're
there's-
going to introduce being able to
Oh.
change different parts later on?
Physical, elemental,
No,
health
no,
damage, shield
it's
damage,
for,
armor damage.
It's
I hadn't
it's for
even looked
farming,
at this. This is
so that you know
dope.
what parts of the guns do what, so that you know the god rolls. It's for god roll farming. That's basically the idea.
that's dope.
Huh. That's actually very
There's-
interesting. yeah.
Did they add more gun parts? Because I've got a body accessory, a barrel accessory. I've got
Yeah,
12, like 3 barrel accessories: bolt, foregrip, grip, magazine, rail, scope, fire selector.
mm-hmm.
So did they add more parts? I swear that one.
Yeah, there's a lot of
parts in. It's yo, like what is? I don't even know what's happening with that gun. Oh, lol.
Yeah, so if I'll bring up the flood, which is probably like one of my favorite guns. That's the hand cannon.
Yeah, so the gunplay feels super tight, and all the guns feel really different as well. But still, like,
Yeah, they do.
I feel like each manufacturer has a more pronounced identity to it.
Yeah, like Jacobs and Dahl. Well, they didn't feel the same in BL2, but they kind of were at some points. It's like it makes you can tell the difference between guns, you know. Especially since Vladoff and Dahl are probably the closest in anything.
I don't think I really fucked with the old Vladoff weapons.
I have. I've gotten quite a few of them, and they're pretty cool.
Yeah,
You
I
can,
mean,
like
Vladoffs.
shoot rockets and tasers. And...
Oh yeah, they have they're like they're.
Come on!
Four guns is still a lot of fun.
Yeah, tall guns are great. Tall guns are OP. Me and Sam just fought a boss, and I don't know how much damage he did, but the amount of damage that I did was insane.
Are you still
Just with
using,
like 50
yeah,
goes
you use the
shotgun.
Girth blaster when you got it off?
No, it's bad. So the
actually
toy
bad.
water pistol is also really bad.
Yikes.
That's what he was using. Yeah, so I think there's still definitely like good guns and bad guns and good sets of bad guns, but I mean that's just kind of the point of making it interesting.
Yeah.
Like if everything was
Sometimes you'll get
mediocre
bad guns.
and then a couple of things were okay, that would be pretty boring. But like better than that would be cool.
Yeah, but
I think
They-
all the
they-
loot is super dope,
kept it interesting.
and I think the
they've got
gunplay
some
is like
returning- like I just got the Bearcat, which is a returning coalescence, but it's a legendary now. I should probably use it, to be honest.
yeah, and as I said, I think the gunplay is so incredibly tight, and all the guns feel really like very dynamic. I will say the ammo economy is not great. I haven't invested much in the SDUs, that might be my issue, but I basically just went through like a whole boss fight where I didn't have any bullets, and had to like punch a boss to death basically.
Yeah,
Because I opened all the ammo crates and none of them carried the right bullets. Like, whatever algorithm they're using behind the scenes there to determine what bullets go where. They need to currently go down.
I might die here. Can you save me?
And as I said, that'll probably get better as we progress through the game.
SDUs. Yeah. But I think the ammo economy works because it's not broken, and we've never had to look for bullets before. It's functional. It's just a bit problematic at the moment because we're low level.
Yeah, I'm very low level.
Yeah, and as I say, I think it will very much.
Oh, so yeah, this is literally just a bed. Alright, that's interesting. It's a way better
The one-pop gun. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, pretty dope. Has you can hold down the trigger basically forever.
Oh man, I just got a skill that my first 3 shots is still
Yeah, and actually, while we're on the subject of guns, I think it's really dope the fact that the more you use a certain variety of guns, like the manufacturer sends you guns essentially in the mail.
Do they really?
Yeah. Like if you bet, like I got a whole bunch of Jacob's guns because I've done like Jacob's pistols and shotguns for like ages.
Dude, I
Jacob's guns
Jacob's
are super spicy.
But yeah,
And you're like underneath your map, it'll come up and say you have mail, and they'll just give you the gun.
which is that's a really cool feature. It kind of
Again, it sort of plays into that sort of differentiating of families and like building loyalty and like specs and stuff. And I think it'll be really interesting, like Gabe, to see what kind of specs come out of the builds and stuff we have there.
Wait, this gun's a taser?
Yes.
I would argue they could have been better with explaining how like the augments and stuff work. Because I spent a non-insignificant amount of time sitting in a menu being like, how does what?
Oh, the augments are relatively.
I mean, to be fair, I did also skip all the tutorials because I was like, it's Borderlands. I don't need to look at it. I played all the Borderlands.
Yeah, you know how Borderlands works. My God.
So maybe I should have read the tutorial. But
Nah, augments are pretty
whatever.
easy to understand. I think it's just.
No, I have that augment that says like I need the Sentinel to equip it, even though it's in the Sentry tree or some shit.
Yes, but your action skill is called Sentinel.
Dude, my grenades fucking bust down. Nice.
But yeah, you can
I think I
you
might
can
have
equip.
even just updated that because I just looked at it again. It doesn't say that anymore. Yeah, I think there's also like loads of really good like just quality of life updates. Like the fact that you have 2 people at different levels and it scales the game dynamically.
You got a death wish?
Loot is different as well. Like loot is instant. You're right down there, bud.
That should be
Right.
One thing I want to say about my black skill tree though is that I get it back so goddamn fast.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
all
the
the
thing.
skills, all the action skills are outside.
Mine's
Like
like
I'm
so.
not even really expecting the cooldown. I think I have like 1 cooldown skill, and I feel like
You get it
maybe
faster
have
than
a
you
bit cooldown on it. That.
I don't get it as fast as I need it, and I think that's kind of a thing to help with Amara being she has some kind of OP skills.
That was all me.
Oh, I have like 24k. I should actually go buy some SDUs.
So I have another. Yeah, same. I think I'm averaging SGUs because I spent like a bunch on them. There are a couple of things that I would like the Iridian writing and stuff. That even as far into the game as we are, like level 22, and you're what, like
20.
18, 19, something like that, 20.
Yeah,
We still don't know how to use those, and there's like blocks of iridium all around that we don't know how to use either. Like you can't break them.
Yeah, but we also just have like the what's it called? The badass ranks, the guardian ranks, or whatever they're called. That aren't unlocked to us
Yeah,
yet.
we've
So I think
like,
there's a
unlocked
lot of
that.
endgame content. Those things.
Yeah, and we also haven't unlocked all 4 gun sets yet, and I think we're still missing an artifact slot in.
Yeah, we don't have relics yet. Oh, does the stupid cover not respawn? Okay, that's a bit wacky. Alright, we just found something that's not good. I'm hanging out here. Maybe you should come up here and see.
It might be that we need to go and talk to
Hammerlock first.
Hammerlock
And we
like,
don't
accept
have
the reward
Hammerlock
for killing him.
So. But yeah, as far as we
Something
know,
like that. So I think, given the response to the pre-sequel, they're probably well aware that bosses need to respawn.
yeah, that's what I thought. I was pretty sure that that's the thing that needs to happen.
Yeah, so they're
Yeah.
like the game's not perfect. It definitely hasn't.
Yeah, we can
has
talk about its
flaws
flaws right now. Oh wait, did we already talk about the
We
input
kind of
line?
already
Yeah.
did, but I mean, I guess we can go into more depth.
Yeah, which is mostly just the menu. That's most
Yeah,
of my
that's all I have an
issues.
issue with.
Yeah, the menu's a bit laggy. There are like a couple of small glitches. I don't think the parkour system doesn't work quite as well as I want it to, but parkour systems never do because I'm bad at parkour.
Yeah, you're just bad
As
at
very
parkour.
well
I've never
documented.
had an issue with the parkour system.
That's fair. I'll accept that.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
dude, you can butt slam?
yes, you can butt
Yeah.
slam.
This is nuts.
And I think, like, graphically as well, the game is a huge improvement.
It's
I
a,
think
it's a.
I think they even, like,
step up.
they even showed off a whole bunch of the tech they used to, like, make it look mega pretty. Because it does look, like, mega pretty. Like, you haven't been to... No, you were just on the moon of Promethea, weren't you? That's a spoiler, by the way. Go to Promethea's moon.
He didn't even know we went to Promethea.
Yeah,
I
and, like, that
have no idea
like, that
what it is.
skybox and that environment is so pretty.
Yes, they. I mean, like Lilith and Patricia Tannis, or Tannis rather. That's the first word that came in my head. They also look way better than they did before. Even Ellie does, which is saying something. I'm sorry.
He really has tiny feet still. Sad times.
Rip Ellie.
Yeah,
but
I think,
yeah.
like, the fact that... It took me a while to figure out how the fast travel system worked, and I spent a while fast traveling to places that I didn't need fast travel to, because I didn't realize you didn't need to do that.
Yeah.
Don't
Like,
need to do
were you
what?
My
fast
brain is still
traveling to
Borderlands 2, but the fact that...
Sanctuary or something?
Yeah, I fast traveled to Sanctuary so that I could fast travel somewhere else, I think.
Yeah, that's not how it works.
And then, like, I was just like, oh, I didn't... And then when I was going back, I was like, oh.
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
just
so,
press
like, the
Y
fact that
and
you
can go
can
anywhere.
fast travel from anywhere to pretty... I mean, there aren't
You can
a
fast
lot
travel
of fast
from
travel stations in
anywhere
the game.
to the same to the same area as fast travel stations, and then from the same area as fast travel stations, you can fast travel. I'm pretty sure anywhere.
Yeah, so like that's really, and apparently I haven't really engaged with this yet, but according to the Twitterverse, when you're farming a boss, you don't have to do the whole like walk through the area to get where the boss is. It'll just put you in front of the boss when you
Ooh,
reload.
that's interesting. Yeah, so we haven't hit endgame yet, so that sort of thing hasn't affected us yet. But yeah. Apparently there's FPS drops as well, and game
Yeah, I
crashes.
believe that.
This
Yeah,
is on
again, I believe
PC.
that. Like,
Xbox,
yeah,
fine.
say, my game literally just crashed.
Yeah, your game crashed. I think there's network issues though, because me
I
and you
haven't
have
had
been
a, I
having
haven't had a
network
game
issues.
yet.
And this happened like during the loading screen, so
Dude, during the first loading screen, yeah, Sam got it. Oh, sorry about that recording.
yeah,
Sam
Sam
got it
keeps
messed
having
up.
the same. Yeah, Sam's the only one that's been having issues, and I think it's network issues.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah. Which is like, they'll patch that. I'm sure they'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's,
Right,
that's the
anything
thing
else
that
to-
Borderlands has been good at, fixing shit.
That's a funny joke.
Took them fucking
No, it was a joke.
took them 2 years to patch out merging. 2 years.
No, it was like 6 years, wasn't it?
I think it was 2 years after the last patch for Borderlands 2 is when they came back and patched out merging.
Oh, okay. So it was 2 years after Handsome Jack Collection came out.
It might have even been 2 years after Handsome Jack Collection came out, to be honest. But it was a long time.
Look, it was a difficult thing to fix. Maybe they were working on Borderlands 3 and they're like, oh, this is the problem with the engine, and now this is why we can merge. There wasn't an issue with pre-sequels, so I don't know what even happened. I have no clue. No, you couldn't.
I mean, you didn't need to. All the characters were so stupid.
Yeah, Nisha, Athena, they're all broken. I actually need to max level Athena. We didn't play pre-sequel as much as we played Borderlands 2. We have a lot of time in Borderlands 2. Right.
We have all. I think Borderlands 2 is the only game that I have even a comparable number of hours to my time spent in Destiny.
Yeah. Do you have more time in Destiny or more time in Borderlands?
More time in Destiny. I would argue
Really?
by many factors more time in Destiny.
Holy shit, alright. I absolutely have more time in Borderlands.
Really?
Yes.
I don't
Like
I don't
Borderlands
believe that.
2 from Xbox 360 and Xbox One?
Yeah, no, in comparison to like Destiny, I don't believe that. I really
Destiny
don't.
2. Maybe not Destiny 2 and 1, but just Destiny 2.
Nah, I don't. Even just Destiny 2, I don't believe that.
I would, dude. You guys need to spend exorbitant amounts of time on this fucking game.
Yeah, we did, but I've got like 10 gajillion hours in Destiny 2. I have a depressing amount of hours in Destiny.
We've been waiting so long for Borderlands 3 is the problem, I think. And we just got Reborn on PC to just like tide us over. Oh shit.
Yeah, so again, to the comment that I've sort of seen as still scrolling through Metacritic comments, that people are like they spent 5 years to make a Borderlands 2.5. Like, what?
It doesn't feel like Borderlands 2.5. Like, it feels like Borderlands.
Like what? And I was actually thinking about that last night.
The sequel. It's a sequel to Borderlands.
Sort of this game in comparison to Borderlands pre-sequel. Like, I was all about Borderlands pre-sequel because it's more Borderlands.
Yeah.
And as we've discussed, I love me some Borderlands, so you can just slap a few new characters in there and a new region, and I'll pay $60 for that. No dramas. I don't have a problem with that. I'm a hoe for Borderlands, basically.
Yeah.
But this game feels like a true and deep evolution of the Borderlands formula.
Yeah.
It does.
And the gameplay feels like, I don't understand why people are saying repetitive gameplay, because it feels way better than.
I mean, it is repetitive, but it's also like it's a looter shooter.
Yeah, that's
like,
kind of what Borderlands, like if you're
that's
coming
kind of
into
the
it
point.
and you weren't
That's kind of what
expecting
you're signing up
Borderlands
for,
2,
bud.
Then like it's an evolution of Borderlands 2, and it feels just like Borderlands 2, and I imagine as people get into the end game, things will make more sense and things will be better, because that's
Yeah, like
hopefully
we've
where
not
they
played
focus.
like the Circle of Slaughters or the other thing. What is it called?
The new
Like the challenge
cooperative mode.
room shenanigans.
The map is also 3D, but like not looking 3D. It's very weird. Like it shows you incline, but in like a 3D way. That's cool.
You can tilt it just by the way, Harry.
Real? That's
Like
interesting.
you can rotate it on its
Proving grounds.
Z axis or Proving Grounds. That's the one. We haven't done any of that stuff yet. We haven't even finished the story yet, so I don't think we can, even if we wanted to.
Hopefully that's going to be mega interesting. I imagine everything's going to be like. This is Gearbox's new child. Hopefully they don't just give up on it like they did Battleborn. I don't think they will.
Well, I think sort of Battleborn didn't launch great and didn't really go anywhere post-launch.
Yeah, they tried to compete with Overwatch, and that was a mistake. Now they're competing with Destiny, but
I don't think they are competing with Destiny. I don't think they are.
yeah, I don't think they're marketing themselves as competing with Destiny, which is probably a smart choice.
I think while they're both sort of broad scope action looter shooter games, I think, and they may share a sort of similar core audience, but I think Destiny is a more, it's a fundamentally different style of game.
Yeah.
I mean, as you break it down to its more, core principles, yeah, it's a looter shooter. A looter shooter that does bear some similarities to Destiny, vice versa. But it's like, if you break it down enough, this game's the same as Call of Duty. There's guns, and you shoot them. And you shoot them with bad guys.
Yeah, I think it's just the audience crossover, which is, you're competing for that audience. That's the problem.
And again, I think Destiny has a different style of content rollout. I don't want to spend like an hour talking about Destiny. Essentially, like, Mark Noseworthy and Luke Smith have said that, like, they want you to marry Destiny. Like, they want you to log on every single day and have things to do every single day. Whereas I don't think Gearbox wants you to do that with Borderlands. I think they want you to get in while it's hot and then go and do other things. Because I don't think that sort of marriage, as Mark Noseworthy calls it, is a sustainable. Like,
No,
I
it's
just
not.
don't think it.
Borderlands is the
I don't think it's
games.
how Borderlands is designed to be played.
Look,
Whereas it is how Destiny's designed to be played.
It's how I'm gonna play it. Absolutely. But yeah, that's not how you're not supposed to play Borderlands 3 like Destiny. Which might be what people have been
Jacob sent me
expecting.
mail.
Yeah, so you've been using loads of Jacob's weapons a lot,
Yeah.
so now they've sent you mail.
Oh, they sent me a sniper.
What the fuck is this weapon? I don't understand.
So do we want to score Borderlands early game so far, or do we have
I on
anything?
principle disagree with giving a video game a score.
That's fair. That's fair.
I'd say like a solid 8.
I think it detracts from
The actual criticisms, yeah.
the quality of the game by just slapping a number on it.
Yeah.
But
Which
I
is
will
why,
say,
like, the
if you like
scores on
Borderlands,
Metacritic are
you'll
not
like
good.
Borderlands 3. If you like Destiny, you'll probably also like Borderlands 3.
Yeah, I think they definitely market to the same audience, but they market to different wants of people. Like, me, if I want to go play a game that's pretty, it has a very in-depth and intriguing story, I'll go play Destiny. If I want to play something that I can jump on and, hear, do you want to run my meat bicycle and shit like that, I'll come and play Borderlands. Because it's just a fun game.
It's a fun time.
That's what it is. It's a heavy-hitting, fun game, and I think that's a pretty rare combo. But they do it really well.
Yeah, and hopefully they continue to do it really well over the season pass, and
Yeah, let's hope.
yeah, hopefully they
Yeah,
don't
so
go
sort of as I said.
style.
It had some quality to it.
It had
It
two
was very
raid bosses
brown.
that I hated.
Well. Yeah, so it's sort of, I guess my final thoughts were kind of mistaken, but like, this feels like a true and deep evolution. It doesn't it doesn't reinvent the wheel, because fundamentally
The wheel's
it's
good.
fix it.
The wheel works.
If the wheel works, don't start adding stuff to the wheel, right?
Like pre-sequel was still
Fundamentally
good,
change how the wheel
even if
behaves.
it was not Borderlands 2. Like people, I want to go back and play pre-sequel.
I mean, that's the problem.
Yeah. That it won't.
As I said, like, that is definitely my bias. But I'll play for people who more Borderlands.
Yeah.
But this feels like a sort of true deep evolution of the formula, where they've taken what already worked and was already great, and they've tripled down on making it deeper and more engaging.
Yeah.
Yep.
And as you just saw pop up on the side of my screen, level 33. What? How did you do that?
Wait, who's this? Is this Format Cryptic?
Yeah, this is format cryptic.
Yeah, I don't like
Like,
Kyle.
go outside, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, he needs to.
Like, seriously. I've basically not gone outside since this game launched.
Dude, I had to go to work a day after release, so I had to leave, which is why I'm level ballsack and they're level tits. There's a big difference.
Level ball sack is the same thing as level
There's a
stick.
legitimate nut-sucking joke later in the game.
Yeah.
Look, there's a lot. Like, if you
Oh, for
didn't-
fuck's sake.
coming into Borderlands and not expecting.
Like, yeah, as I say, like, it's
Jokes.
still Borderlands, it's still very tongue-in-cheek, there's still lots of memes, but as I said right at the start, I think it is a lot more a joke of a narrative, and I think it trusts the people consuming the narrative to understand, like, satire and deeper and like, allegory and deeper thematic values, and just, that guy has a butt.
Yeah. But those,
Butts
that
up on you,
definitely
he's got
still
jam
a thing.
butts.
Yeah. That thing is still, that still exists. There is still
That's part of
butt
their brand, man. That's part of their brand.
Yeah, it's part of the.
Yeah, as I say, it doesn't fundamentally reinvent Borderlands, because if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Borderlands is
But
far, bro.
it does. Borderlands is nuts like it. But
Yeah,
it does
Borderlands is beautiful.
bring
The point
everything
is
that
broken.
Borderlands did well into the newer era of gaming and update it with the times and then evolve it as well.
Yeah. Yeah, no, for sure. And I can tell you, as someone who was there when this was before, there were no 12-year-olds that I saw running around buying this game. They were all like, 20 to 30-year-olds
These are the people
coming in
that
buying this game, dropping for the big versions because they can. And I think they've marketed the game really well. They've kept it going. They've stayed true. I think is a big thing. They haven't made it Space Invaders with guns. They've just gone. We're Borderlands. We're gonna stay Borderlands. Have fun.
Yeah, which is exactly what we wanted. That's what we asked for.
Yeah, yeah. Anything else, they would have had a fucking uproar. There would have been a.
Yeah,
goddamn-
still, I genuinely like don't understand those people on the interwebs that are like, it's just Borderlands 2. They spent 5 years to make Borderlands 2.5. It's like, what?
Also, they didn't
What?
spend 5 years.
Are we
making
playing the same
Borderlands.
game?
They were making battle games.
Yeah.
But yeah, as I say, like, are we playing the
Okay.
same game? Like, I don't want to.
But it's still, yeah, there's still definitely an
Video
attitude.
games are art, whatever. Everyone has their own opinion, but like, what?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe once we get further into the game, we can.
Yeah, maybe once we get further into the game, it will stop being Borderlands 3 and go back to being Borderlands 2. Which honestly, I wouldn't be mad about either.
We start fighting for memory. I'm about it. Why not? Oh, shit.
Yeah, give us duplication glitches.
You want to have a chat about the like the story as well, while we're here?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because I haven't heard about this. It'd be very interesting to hear about.
Yeah,
So-
I haven't read about it either, but I understand.
I think Lachlan, you were around for the beginning of this. Story. I definitely mentioned it. So a while ago, the UK Parliament took EA to task on their loot boxes. And I believe this is when EA was like, there's surprise mechanics, not gambling. And everyone
which is-
likes surprise mechanics. And
Like Kinder
basically,
Surprises.
like anyone who has played a video game or is in any way involved in it, is like,
Yeah, that's not how that works.
no.
It's still gambling.
And
Even
but
Kinder
the
Surprise.
British Parliament were like, alright, whatever. Because they're a bunch of old white dudes that, like, they don't play video games, they don't know. But apparently they did launch a sort of, I forget what the
An
official terminology was, but it was
investigation?
essentially like a commission into it. And that report has just been lodged, and essentially it finds that sort of EA was not representative with how they spoke about loot boxes. They don't say that EA lied, because they're not allowed to say that, because that's a very sort of specific legal terminology.
But they tried to trick the court, which is...
But they have said that, like, given what EA knows about how people consume games, it is not fair for them to, like, argue what they argued, essentially.
Yeah. They were
This is
arguing
just
the
a
fact
report.
that it wasn't gambling, but they know it's gambling. That's kind of the idea.
Which is, and again, there's been no legislation passed. There are no bills to come to Parliament, and I think the Parliament has bigger things on their plate right now than some video games.
Yes. But people do
I've
want...
actually been in I think it's very good.
People don't want loot boxes in video games anymore. a lot of companies have already like
And most
not doing that.
most companies have already just decided, alright, let's just like not spend money and just find other ways to monetize it.
Yeah, but EA is not going full ham on it because that's where all their money comes from.
It's true. I think I sort of thought, I'll try and find a link, but it's where like more than 50% of their revenue comes from League of Legends.
Yes, but it's just like
Crazy.
friggin' NBA. The new NBA game is actually problematic. I don't know if you guys have seen like.
I've not seen this story, but
Yes.
apparently it's bad.
Yeah, it's
up?
really bad. It's just NBA. I don't know if you know more about it, but the new NBA game
might.
is coming out. The
Come out,
loot
yeah.
box or the card situation. Apparently there was ads in the old version, and now it's just like it's been dialed up to 11.
Oh
Like-
my god.
It's problematic. Ooh, so this is one of those Atlas guns you were talking about. I want to use it.
Atlas guns? Question mark.
Yeah.
Where are you? Where did you go? What is this?
Think you can last around with me?
Oh, I need to. How do I do it?
I don't know. It's a good question.
Can I just punch you?
Come on, let's have a go.
I was hoping you'd say that.
Oh, you did it. Good job.
Okay, we're gonna end this on a duel, I think, because there's not really much
Alright,
to say
yeah,
about
let's
loot
do it.
boxes aside from that nobody likes
Yeah.
them.
So Borderlands, great game. If you're into Borderlands, buy Borderlands 3, play Borderlands 3. I'm not being paid to say that.
I am, so buy it.
I mean, you're being paid by people. You're being paid by other people. This is not good. That's the wrong button.
For a barrier.
Buy it, but only buy it from selected JB Hi-Fi's. There's one near you, guaranteed.
Oh man.
Come back! Come back! Hang on, I got a plan.
Dude, Iridium tier followers. Nice.
I missed.
Why am I being shot at by these people?
What is this that you are throwing at me? What black magic is this?
Is it Bud Stallion?
This is bad.
No, I ran out of
No,
bus
it's not that strong. Can I not pull another...
Barrier.
Come back. I got something I want to show you.
This is like problematic.
This is not how video games are supposed to be played. Come back! Come back! God damn you. Bitch. Ow! 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 I'm out of bullets! Ow! I'm out of ammo!
I win. That's
I
fine.
ran out of bullets.
I was using a. Oh, you threw a gun at me? That's what was shooting me.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
threw like 12 guns at you, dude.
That's fine. Yeah. So, shit's good.
Yeah, so we're
Borderlands
excited to
is
see
good.
what, actually,
Endgame.
before we go, last week, I lied about Google Stadia. I'm sorry.
What'd you do? What is this?
So I did
He lied.
kind of correct myself in the editing process when I realized that I'd lied,
But a lie has happened.
but I said that Google Stadia would cost you $8.99 a month, and you would still need to buy games on top of that. That was not true. And if you were paying, like, as I say, in the editing process, I did sort of throw in a card that was like, that's not true. But Google
I'm
Stadia
pretty
is
sure
actually
we-
free.
Yeah. Pretty sure there is like
So
a.
you can
pack.
pay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you buy the Founders Edition, that comes with the controller, and I think it comes with the Chromecast as well. Again, I'm not
Yeah.
100% sure on that. But that's and it also comes with 3 months of like Google Stadia Pro, which is what costs $8.99 a month. And with Stadia Pro, as you would have seen, and I'll throw this up on the screen again, because I'm currently not doing anything but staring at a tree. you get, so there'll be a couple of free games you get, starting with Destiny the Collection, which is everything that currently exists in Destiny or will exist as of the 1st of October. And there will be other games put on that that you'll get for free. And then you will still need to buy other games on top of that. You'll need to pay the $60 $100 price for them.
Unless you're PC and the games are like $5.
And you get faster, you get higher resolution
GameStop
frame rates
gone.
as well.
Where's the game
Yeah, you'll get higher resolution and or you'll get access to
Basically.
higher resolution and better frame rate if your internet can take it. And then in the free, so you'll get, I think, 4K 60 frames, and then I think in the free version you get 720 and 60 frames.
That's not bad.
Could be wrong about that, but it is free, and you will still need to buy games on top of it, and you will not get like the free games that come out with the Stadia Pro subscription.
Yeah, but other than that, everything's good. I think.
Yeah, no,
I think
everything's
Borderlands is good. I think loot boxes are bad, and I think Stadia is interesting.
True.
Yeah.
GameStop is fucked.
I think paid loot boxes are bad, yeah. Loot boxes that you can, like, win, I don't mind them. They're kind of cool.
Yeah, loot boxes that are free aren't loot boxes because they're not microtransactions. That's a different thing. That's actually surprise mechanics.
Dude, surprised you don't have any money anymore, because you spent it all on trying to get Ronaldo in FIFA Ultimate Team.
Yeah, like in Borderlands.
That's the
guns
surprise.
Guns are basically surprise mechanics, right?
What surprise? There is hot lead in your skull now? What?
No, it's just because guns exist, you know.
We talking about like
They're random.
real guns or like Borderlands guns?
Borderlands guns.
Oh yeah. I'll give you that. I'll pay that. Oh yeah, there's a lost loot machine as well. As I say, there's so many good quality of life updates.
Yeah, which is really
I
handy.
don't have to find all my loot. It's way easier to play with 2 people as well, because you're not constantly fighting for loot.
Way easier to
Oh,
play
yeah,
with
it's
4
dope.
people.
Oh yeah, and people have been complaining about the apparently there's no vertical split screen, which I get, but also like I assume they compare to that. I don't also
Yeah,
play split screen anything anymore.
No, but also, like, when you want a split screen, if, like, no, you cannot find a single game that's split screen. Like, the amount of times that people have been over my house and be like, oh man, play some Xbox, I'd be like, fuck, how are we gonna do this? You just can't split screen anymore, it's nuts.
No one plays split screen anymore.
But, like,
Like,
it
no
should
one
be a
does.
thing.
It's
Like,
not a
come on,
thing.
man. You should just be able to boot up again and be like, alright, I'm just gonna fuck around split screen.
Everyone has an internet connection.
Yeah, but still, dude, come on. If someone's over your
Okay.
place and you like want to hang out and you're bored, like it.
Oh no!
Okay, I'm a loser with no friends. What happened to you?
I always signed in as you. I might still be signing in as you. Be prepared.
No, plus. I don't want to do it. I don't want to
Oh.
get ripped.
I was going to test
Alright,
out the
so
split
that's
screen
gonna
on my stream.
That's gonna be good for that. Good for that week. So Borderlands, we don't give out scores because scores are dumb.
me alone.
Yes, but
well,
Metacritic
I
gave
guess
out
I
some
kind of
pretty
gave out a
shitty
score.
scores. Yeah,
But I
an
think
8's a pretty good call.
scores-
Do
I'm
guests
actually
have
distracted
to
from-
subscribe to that score system?
What?
The guests have to not give a score?
Yeah, like Harry can give a
I mean,
score.
you've already
'cause-
given a score, so you've already broken all the rules.
It was,
Oh,
well, no, that was kind of a joke score. I mean, if I was going to score this game, and it has to be scores within what it is. If I'm going to score this game as a loot
guests are
shooter
not
and it fits with
supported.
the...
Alright,
What?
so guest
So
profiles are
confused.
not supported on split screen.
Yeah, well, I'd say that this fits the bill 10 out of 10. This is a very good Borderlands game.
Yeah, it's exactly what we
I
want.
think it is a really good game. I think if you're a fan of the series, you love this game. I think if you're not a fan of the series, play it anyway.
Yeah,
You might
have
be
a crack at
surprised.
it.
Like even if you're just a fan of shooters, I think pick it up. Because as I said, the shooting mechanics are really good.
Shooting mechanics are very, very good.
They're
Just
definitely
coming from a guy who loves Siege, who
And
plays a
so
fair
I
bit of
lied to you about
CSGO.
Stadia,
Shut up.
and I've now corrected myself on said lie, but I did lie to you. I'm very sorry. And loot boxes are bad, and EA is about to get yeeted by the British Parliament, basically.
Thank God. EA is an actually
deserve it.
a bit of a plug to somebody else here. I was watching a video, I can't remember who it was by, but they have a really cool video on why EA is shit because EA doesn't know why people hate them.
Stop telling me to do things.
EA does not know
probably
why.
do know why people
No,
hate them, they just don't
no.
care.
Like, I think it was a couple months ago. The CEO or one of the lead directors of EA came out and said
He's an
that
Australian. The
we just
CEO
can't
of,
find out why no one likes
EA?
us.
I forget his
See you
name,
around, I guess.
but I'm pretty sure he's an Australian.
Mm. Sad times for us.
Yeah.
Well-
So again, as I said at the start, it's been a longer episode, but that's okay.
Has it?
An hour.
Yeah.
That's not that bad. That was like
Usually
last
we're
time was
about
longer.
45 minutes. Yeah, so
See you around, I
as I
guess.
said right at the start, my name's Sam. You can find me on Twitter at SamDurkus.
My
feel
name's
free to yell at me
Lachlan.
about
You'll
whatever.
find me nowhere.
Find me nowhere, or you find him nowhere. And
And I'm Harry, and you'll find me in a tree somewhere. Same as last time. Haven't moved.
Outside your house.
interesting. How do you get an internet connection in a tree? How do you play Borderlands in a tree?
Man, I don't know. I just, Wi-Fi
Plays it on
controller.
Stadia.
and
Plays it on his phone.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
My little Google Pixel 3 XL also can be bought at JB Hi-Fi. So, near you.
You haven't seen the last of me.
Man,
Oh,
you
lol.
is this the best way to do
Them
this?
plugs, dude. Them plugs.
Dim
We're
fat
not
plugs.
sponsored by JB Hi-Fi either, just by the way.
I am.
Yeah.
No, you're not. You're just paid
I'm
by
employed
them.
by them. Yeah, that's pretty much sponsored.
No. I'm gonna go with no, because if I say yes, then I get in legal trouble.
Don't worry,
and I don't want
I
to
ain't
get
a
in legal
cannibal.
trouble.
Alright, well then no.
I like
But
how
he
you're
wants to
mechanical.
say yes.
Bye.
Alright, yeah, so that's gonna be it for this week. We'll see you same time next week. Yes?
Yes.
Cool.
Yep.
Goodbye. Thanks for listening.
Later.
Bye bye.